for
More
our
than 1 hour.
schedule.
More than 1 hour.
Next presenter is Dr. Harshi Lahoti. The topics is stent thrombosis in left main region, how imaging help. Dr. Harshi Lahoti. Do you hear me?
কোথাকার?
India.
From
Am I
India.
audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Hashi, present your case.
Yes, sir.
Yes. We are
So
hearing you.
this was a 56-year-old male brought to the emergency room with chest pain since 2.5 hours. He had acute ST elevation MI and was taken to cath lab for primary angioplasty. The angiography showed proximal LAD occlusion. So as a standard protocol, we did a thrombus aspiration. The LAD opened up and he also had a ostial, he also had a distal left main 60 to 70% stenosis. So it was decided to go for left main to LAD stenting. We completed the procedure uneventfully. And this was the final result. Even the ejection fraction was well preserved after the procedure. There was preservation of R waves. He was happily discharged on dual antiplatelets, ticagrelor and aspirin, which was continued for 1 year. Later switched to 60 milligram twice a day of ticagrelor with aspirin. But he continued to be a chain smoker, used to smoke around 3 to 4 packets a day. 1.5 years later, he presented again with acute severe chest pain. This time again, the STs were elevated. He was again taken for a primary procedure. And the LAD stent was thrombosed. It was a very late stent thrombosis. And also, as you can see, the circumflex ostium looked hazy this time. The circumflex was a dominant vessel. So I wired both the vessels, did a thrombus aspiration from LAD. And just post thrombus aspiration, the flow in the circumflex reduced. The patient had a sinking feeling, chest pain. There was bradycardia, hypotension. So I did a thrombus aspiration run from the circumflex as well. Did multiple thrombus aspiration runs. After that, the patient stabilized, the flow also improved. So I completed the LAD plasty, did a plain only balloon angioplasty to the overlapping segment of the LAD. And the flow in the LAD was good later. At this point of time, the thrombus or the haziness in the circumflex ostium was still there. So the next strategy to be planned for circumflex, I had a bit of doubt whether to leave the circumflex like that because there was mostly thrombus, there was no earlier lesion there. But this was the only large dominant circumflex, the only the artery with a viable territory for him. The LAD was already a thrombus or a infarct related vessel. So it was a large circumflex with a viable territory. So could not leave it alone, definitely. But I thought it is important to do it under imaging guidance. So waited for a couple of hours for the OCT catheter to be available and then started the procedure again. Did a OCT run from the circumflex. This was the OCT run. I was especially looking for the circumflex ostium. How is it? And this was the circumflex ostium. The left main stent appeared well opposed and the MLA was also very good. And at the circumflex ostium, I was happy that there was no residual thrombus there or no heavy plaque burden. There was some plaque shift and some carinal shift seen. Did the run from LAD to understand the reason for stent thrombosis. the LED stent appeared well opposed, at least distally. In the proximal LED area where there was left main and LED stent overlap, there was some struts which were less embedded but not malopposed. And the left main also appeared well, the struts appeared well embedded with a good MLA. So in that, in the overlapping stent segment, I dilated again and then went ahead to plan the bifurcation strategy at the distal left main, whether to go for a 2-stent strategy or go for a provisional stenting. Thought about 2-stent strategy because it was again a large dominant circumflex with the only viable territory in the circumflex and couldn't leave it to chance. But thought of going for a provisional stenting also because I just wanted to avoid additional metal in that area. He already had a milieu of stent thrombosis and he was going to be a chain smoker. Any stent thrombosis in the circumflex territory would have been a death sentence for him. And also the fact that the imaging showed there was only a plaque prolapse and some carinal shift at that area. There was no vulnerable plaque or no significant plaque burden in that area. So I thought of going ahead with only a provisional stent strategy and did a under-sized kissing balloon in the circumflex with LED. The lesion appeared much better after that, and the flow was also good. But after this kissing balloon inflation, I again did a OCT run to see if there is no underlying dissection in the ostial circumflex. There was no dissection. The MLA was also good, 5.5, and there was just some plaque shift and carinal shift residual there. So I left it like that. And with this angiographic result and the OCT result, I was pretty confident of leaving circumflex without any additional metal. This time he had some QS waves. His ejection fraction was 30 to 35%. He is now coming for follow-up. 2 years of follow-up are done. He still remains to be a chain smoker, and that still worries me up. But he's doing well finally. The learning points from this case were especially the way imaging helped me to a certain pathology at the circumflex ostium and to defer the use of 2 stents and additional metal, and also gave me confidence for provisional strategy after kissing inflation. Thank you.
Dr. Harshi, can you tell me because in the primary PCI there is a thrombus burden and it extends up to the ostium of the LED. We know that during thrombosection it may migrate to the L6. Is it better to use thrombolytics? That means intracoronary thrombolytics. Is there any option?
Yeah, especially if the thrombus burden is too high. We do generally give intracoronary thrombolytics also. But in our center, what I generally do is don't use thrombus aspiration as a routine strategy. I use it only if I'm not getting a good flow in spite of wiring, or if the thrombus burden is TIMI2 plus. And if on 1 or 2 runs of thrombus aspiration, if there is no good flow, then I go for intracoronary thrombolytics also at times.
Yeah, Dr. Harsha.
Thank you.
Dr. Harsha, your overlapping segment in the left main and the LED.
Dr. Shakir
Dr. Harsha. Yeah, Azam, I'm asking the question.
Yeah, sir. Please.
Yeah, Dr. Harsha, you just your
But
overlapping
thrombosection is
segment
nowadays
in the
class
LED
3 indication, and
the
it
left
is
main.
told whenever it is essential, only then we shall use it.
Only it is applicable in the bailout procedure.
Routinely we can't use.
Yeah.
When necessary. Saidur,
Dr.
what was your question, please?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
No
that's
question
just
actually,
answering.
Harshi. That is the recommendation from our Professor Ms. Jamaluddin.
No,
Thrombosuction
Dr.
is not a
Azam, I was
routine
asking a
practice.
question.
It
Dr.
is,
Azam.
it is only, it is only to for bail out the procedure.
ESC guideline.
Anyway, Dr. Shakil Farid, any comment from surgical point of view?
No, thank you, Professor Azam, for inviting me. I think it was a fantastic presentation. So, I mean, when I looked at that angiogram, I thought it's a surgical disease, but I think what Dr. Harshal Lahoti found difficult is the patient presented with ST elevation MI. So in that setting, if you took the patient for operation, the mortality would have been much higher. Now, my question is, was the patient symptomatic at all between the first event and the second event? So I think that is the key.
No, sir, it was not symptomatic at all.
So I think that's
was,
what made your
he-
made the thing difficult for you.
Both the events were very acute.
This is a case of stent thrombosis. So
Yeah,
we-
absolutely.
Yeah,
So-
both the
so-
events were very acute.
Yeah. So the,
Okay,
the
anyway, Dr. Shai Satish, do you hear me? Dr. Shai Satish?
Soya Satish Kulkarni.
Probably
Dr. Satish?
not connected.
Sir, I have a question, sir, to the panel of experts. Sir. Doing a primary PCI LED totally occluded from its origin, what should be our strategy?
LED totally
Occluded from its origin in a primary PCI setting.
In
In a
primary
stem.
PCI sitting, LED total occlusion from ostium. Now, what is our strategy, no? Right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Anyone can be volunteer for the answer, then I will go.
Yes.
to the question.
Yes, I
First, I think Dr. Harsha should give the answer for his case where the overlapping segment of the left main and the LED, where it was that overlapping segment. When you have
Sorry,
done
sir?
the first PCI, Dr. Harsha.
Yes, sir.
When you have done
It
the
was-
first PCI, where is the overlapping segment of the two stands in left main and LED?
Lipman was not stented initially, was
That
it?
was
Yeah,
stented.
was,
Yeah,
uh, of course, there was a size discrepancy in left main and LED.
yeah, that's right. You have two stands. Where is the overlapping segment? Where is you have done the overlapping of the
Exactly,
stands at which time?
Yeah. The overlap occurred actually a little bit too much than I had anticipated because
That
I
was in
think
the
that is
proximal
one of
LED.
the, I
Overlapping
think that
was
is,
in the
yeah,
proximal
not in the
LED.
proximality. I think near the ostium of the left main, near the ostium of the left main, it was the overlapping segment extended up to the almost near the ostium of the LED, right? Right, Dr. Harsha?
Now,
I
we
think
came
these
to
are-
the
these
point
are
of-
already the reasons.
It was about 4 to 5
Yeah.
struts of overlap.
Yeah, I think these are the reasons for the acute of the late stent thrombosis sometimes, because all the time it's better to be a bit beyond that one. That is good. And after that, you have done a thrombus aspiration in the LCX through the left main stent
Yeah.
without making any kissing balloon before.
No, yeah, without any kissing balloon, without any strut dilatation. Luckily, the thrombus
You are very much
aspiration
lucky
catheter-
that thrombus aspiration
Yes, yes.
catheter has
It was-
been in an acutely angulated LCX. I think that's really very much a courageous thing to
The
do.
patient was unstable also, so
Mhm.
I had to give a chance of whether the
Okay,
thrombus
we are 1 hour lag behind. Can we
you
summarize
all.
the session to go for the next speaker?